Hello guys, it's Unders. I hope the day is finding you well. So, relatively recently when Logic dropped their latest update, we finally got to see that camel fat was introduced into Logic in the form of Phat FX. Now, camel fat for years and years has been basically a staple in terms of a distortion plugin that people have used. It was like a limiter, compressor, distortion, little beast that was available. You'll see it if you go to any of like the old computer music in the studio. It's in literally every single in the studio. It was just the go-to plugin, and it's now introduced into Logic because their acquisition of Camel Audio back in, I think, 2015, maybe 2016. I'm not even going to look it up. Who cares? And basically, it is inside Logic now. It is a little beast of a distortion plugin. Now, to access it, you would think if you went to distortion, it would be there. And for whatever reason, logically, it does not show up. However, if you go down to multi FX, it is there as Phat FX, and we are just going to have a little breakdown of it. So this track here, little garage vibey track, has got a subline in it where I've used massive just to create a ever so slightly fed back sub. Now, if you haven't got speakers on or a decent set of headphones, you probably hear nothing. But trust me, there's a big fat low end there. The reason I've done that on this track is to use low end so I can have it specifically under my control. Nothing else is creating frequency that low. So if I want to dip it out or have it moved out of the way of the kick drum or anything like that, I've got pure control over it. So it lines up with the other bass line, which is this. And they just work in harmony together. Now, the reason I'm showing you this on a really low frequency sine wave is just to give you an idea of what it can really do. So we've got Bright Dirt here as the preset, and if we engage it, we're going to get a completely new sound, which is kind of crazy. Cool, so it's distorting it and creating loads of extra harmonics. Now, I want this to be a quick video, and this plugin looks like it's relatively simple, right? However, if we have a look across the bottom here, we've got all these different areas and parameters, which are the different sections that you can see on here, right? They all are named sensibly, yeah? You've got grit, and then you've got grit, and then grit is here. It's distortion part number 3, and we can see we've got some modulation on it. However, all of these at the bottom are completely rearrangeable. You can grab them, slide them around, have them wherever you want in any order. So the routing in the background of this is insane, and it means if we engage it, we can completely adjust the sounds and presets just by moving the order of things at the bottom. We can also engage and disengage pretty much any part that we want. And you'll see quite a few of them are linked to modulation parameters as well. So for example, here we've got the mod FX rate, and when the track is engaged, you can see it being modulated here. And you can link those with the different things we've got down here. So we've got 2 LFOs, an envelope follower. We've also got the XY parameters, so you can modulate the XY matrix and have another 4 parameters all being automated at once. As you can see there, it's modulating the resonance, grit, the mix for the mod FX, and the depth. And then when it's playing, we've got the LFOs modulating some other areas as well. So it's a huge scope for modulation within the plugin as well. Goes another step further than that, that each of these has got its own type as well. So like the compressor, we've got the same compressor types that we have in Logic. So like the Logic compressor systems inside the actual plugin here, which is pretty crazy as well. And then bass enhancer, we've got different types of the distortion, so it generates a different type of harmonics between warm, classic and clip. It's just crazy in depth, and seems like no one's really aware of just how powerful it is. So grab it, throw a sine wave into it and make a whole new bass line as shown just here. I mean, it is literally just a sine. Just using this distortion plugin, we can make a whole new bass out of it. Hope that video was helpful for you guys, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you very much for watching.